Whether we're speaking of the information age, the digital age, the millennials, or Generation Z, we're all without a doubt connected through one broad medium called memes. As you've seen these images flooding the internet for past half this decade, here are a few examples. Recency, derived from the word recence. Usually memes are shared by meme accounts, whether it's on Snapchat, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or any other social media website. The spread of memes has increased immensely over the past 3 years, and it's impossible to measure how many meme accounts are out there right now, since there's several hundreds being created every single day.
Now, memes are impacted by this factor of recency. And recency is essentially the popularity of a meme before its eventual death. Now, we conducted this experiment using this meme right here, Savage Patrick, which consisted of a screenshot of the popular character Patrick Star in SpongeBob SquarePants. Now, what we found out through this investigation was that the meme peaked in popularity at 35%, where 35% of our newsfeed on Instagram consisted of that very meme. And only 5 days after that, the meme's popularity waned down to 20%. Now, this shows the very short lifespan of this meme compared to older memes.
This is all to do with trends. Trends nowadays aren't as long-term as compared to perhaps 20 years ago. This is all due to the fact that our technology is much more rapid and accessible than before. Now, this may seem like a negative to our generation since it shows a lack of patience, but it's actually a positive since it shows that we're enhancing ourselves and improving ourselves much quicker than before.
Now, arguably, the first meme was this piece of graffiti right here. And the joke was that Killer was there before the Allied soldiers were, and it became a symbol of security. And this meme appeared throughout the theaters of war, such as the Pacific and Europe. Flash forward to the 2000s. Image macros, a very primitive form of meme, which usually consisted of an image and caption in impact font, also portraying a joke or something witty or funny. Then came the age of Rage comics, which consisted of very crudely drawn MS Paint characters. Now, nowadays, most memes can be considered as exploitables, wherein they follow one format, but the content within them can be manipulated. And also nowadays, memes have also become very meta and ironic, meaning that instead of making fun of things outside of memes, they have started making fun of the very nature of memes themselves.
Now on to more modern-day examples. We know that memes haven't been around for a long time, but they've been around for long enough for us to realize that they're not going to die. The amount of memes that could be created are endless. They're a very powerful tool, and this has been very apparent, especially over the past 3 years.
Now, today, memes are used to convey people's opinions, and they're also being used as persuasive material in order to comment on important issues, such as net neutrality.
Now, memes could be interpreted in many different ways. Earlier this year, 60% of the Federal Communications Commission of the USA, also known as the FCC, wanted to end net neutrality. And this idea was sparked up by the chairman himself, Ajit Pai. The idea of ending net neutrality was hated by most and admired by only a few. Now, a quick run-through of what this concept is. It's simply equality for websites, hence the word neutral. It's where websites with high traffic and low traffic would cost the same to access. Now, the FCC wants to end that, causing websites with high traffic, such as Facebook, YouTube, and Snapchat, cost more to access. Now, memes raised awareness to the situation. Two sides existed, but the majority laid on one end of the spectrum, causing the memes to go against one thing and one thing only, and that's the chairman, Ajit Pai. Memes were used as a method of convincing Ajit that his ideas were bad and that his decision is wrong. It brought the internet together and caused a lot of cohesion between many online communities, since their ideas were all going for that one thing, which is ending net neutrality.
Now, politics is something that affects everybody, even if you're not an active participant in it. Despite being so important to our daily lives, humor can still be found within its realm. And whenever there is something to be made fun of or satirized, memes will thrive. Gone are the days of political cartoons with not-so-subtle caricatures of political figures and countries. The internet has ushered in the age of memes in politics. Now, memes are not new to politics, but they've only received mainstream attention in the 2016 United States presidential campaign elections. An example of a meme that was used around this time was Pepe the Frog, which started out innocent enough, but then quickly became designated as a hate symbol due to its use by the far right.
Now, many people and many meme enthusiasts dislike political memes. They pushed memes away from being this funny and humorous content into more controversial, subjective, and opinionated content. It led to lots of disputes and argument. For example, in this chart, at the time of the elections, it shows that MAGA, which stands for Make America Great Again, Donald Trump, conservative politics, and other political terms were the top searches for memes at that time period. And many people disliked that since memes were losing its humor and becoming more controversial.
Now, this shows that memes are no longer isolated to the internet, and that the use of memes are having real-life implications. The fact that memes have encroached into something so important to us, such as politics, just shows how powerful they have become.
Now, through all those examples, we can understand that memes are ever-changing. They're a definitive medium for persons of society to display their distinct standpoints. They're showing a great sign of continuance and no sign of diminishing. And because they are very strong influence on topics as controversial as politics, shows that they're never going to die. They can quickly shift views, and for example, this happened to many teens riding the bandwagon against Ajit Pai during the net neutrality situation.
Now, memes have become an integral part of our modern culture and stands as a symbol of this generation and perhaps the future. Memes are being offered as a degree in the University of Cambridge and are even influencing things such as politics and music. Perhaps in the future, we will look at memes the same way that we look at cave paintings in France, the hieroglyphics in Egypt, or Roman graffiti in the Colosseum. We live in a society. Thank you.